waning Cancer moon. This is collective read. You know, it's depending on like how these alignments is affecting your maps by descension or by evolution. Um, so yeah, and like both those maps, very important before I even go up off on a whole tangent on this 11 space, before I even go off on 10 stuff like that. But you know, you have a lot of like you have a lot of those who like spread the ninth space and less space frequencies and just be focusing on the natal or the descension map. I'm like both, both. But anyways, okay. At at 2019 p.m. UT, and I said I'm not covering the separating alignments because those are already passed stuff like that. Um, the moon was square Chiron. You know, I said Chiron slow down Aries. That's that revisitation to that particular point in the battlefield where you first got wounded at, where you got hurt at, and stuff like that. And so it's like okay, you know. So it's like seeing how you got hurt and stuff like that. Moon squaring that with the moon squaring that is like, and you know it's a waning it's a waning Cancer moon. So you know things, and depending on like what aspects the moon is making to like particular stairs in your map. Like if it's an aspect to your Pluto or Uranus, then hey, shit, you you want like you gonna reap things and stuff like that. If it's not, then yeah. And I'm talking about like you know without the use of, but that's a whole nother frequency transmission. You like you know after use of like you know planetary hours or days, magic and stuff like that, or magic and stuff like that. But you know, um, that being said, okay, now you're in the like you went back to the spot in the battlefield where you know you got hurt at, where you got wounded at, and stuff like that. And with the moon squaring that, you are vibing with maintaining your vibrational security in ways that conducive is not conducive to gain that first drink, that healing drink. Like you was vibing with doing doing other stuff is not conducive to that healing. So with that being said, you know, that being said, like that point, like create the create the healing foundation where you get healed at that point, and then and go and move the fuck on 1119 Gregorian. Okay. Um. Okay. Moon Trine Palace at 18, 18, 2211 UT. So as I said, Palace, it's in the post shell phase. Because Palace, done speeded back up, right? But still ain't all the way up to speed. Palace and Pisces is, the cosmic window of, you know, of vibrational shifts above the crux of 3D. So it's like multiversal sight, spiritual sight, on point, on point. It started showing back up. Post-shell phase, things might be little, but it wasn't locked on where it was at when it was still slowed down, stuff like that. So that being said, like the moon trine that, like, waning Cancer moon, unless that alignment is in alignment with those other stereo that I mentioned earlier in your map. Well, well, the the gift the gift of psychically seeing certain things that's that's above this realm. Well, yeah. Um, yeah, it would kind of wane. And so, with that being said, well, but that's a whole that like that like that's a whole nother frequency transmission. Um, I'm just covering the asterical alignments right now. Okay, at 2:45, 2:45 a.m. UT, the next rotation, we had the moon trine Nessus. Nessus slowed down in Pisces. Um, it's like when Nessus came to that point where Nessus going back to that particular spot where he first caught glimpse of Dejaneer, and he's kind of seeing back like he kind of seeing back like guy formulated like on on how the fuck he's gonna go. He's gonna go like flow in and try to connect with her to take advantage of her, to violate her, to desecrate her. So with that being said, like Wayne and Cancer Moon, trend that is shoot, it's gonna be a gift because Nessa's Pisces. Well, either way like you could be the one that end up getting fucking spiritually violated like that. Nessa's go down Pisces like that. It's like the gift of like I'm not even fucking vibing with like being that like being that flow no more to a point where I'm fucking like getting violated, desecrated psychically on that level and stuff like that. And that depends on like whatever arenas is going down. I'm not vibing with the people. Because one thing Moon do rule on mundane astrology, the masses. The masses. The masses, the people. So like, well, I'm not even fucking flowing with that particular like clan to fucking put myself in that position and shit like that. And shit, if you been one of the ones, you been one of the ones out here that's being that vibe and that flow run around here. Your time up for that shit. Your time up for that shit. Yeah. Okay, 2:58 p.m. UT. Okay, we'll have the moon sets our Uranus. Uranus, Uranus even slowed down. Still energy of it's still energy of what the fuck ever, like what the fuck ever and stuff like that. Like Uranus slowed down. Taurus is like it's revisiting where the uprooted tree, like whether it was one of the trees that wasn't bearing that much, if it was one of the barren trees or the fruitful trees, or where the ground started shaking up and like at like Saturn, but it's still fucking Uranus though. So with that being said, you know, um, what you trying to maintain vibes with manifest the you know will manifest the shifting and the flippage of your maintain your 3D security for for benevolent or malevolent. And it's Uranus. Hey, all right. Okay, now at 9:48 a.m. UT. Okay, we have the moon opposite Venus. Okay, Venus is in Capricorn, so that's the maintenance of establishing or 3D security above crux of 3D, so like that. So that's like 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 really enjoying the lushness of your field, and like wherever, like in whatever particular arena that Venus is in for you, even if it's going through a 12 space and stuff like that, like you're loving the lushness of your multiversal field, your cosmic field, like, you know, speaking on the feminine side of it, your cosmic field and stuff like that, so you can manifest and put it, actually have it out in this realm and stuff like that, like, or you just be enjoying, just like, you know what, you just be enjoying, like, not having to be up to the task and stuff like that. Like, you know, kind of kicking back, like yeah, I know I already accomplished this stuff, so I can, when it comes to actually putting the work at this Saturday night, I'm really like, I lean back because but anyways, the moon opposing that, um it's like that tussle will decrease that you know that would normally occur during the waxing moon, stuff like that. So, you know, because like what you happen be vibing with, like, you know, it be more, it'd be more conducive to bring about a, you know, bring about balance between, I'm vibing with this, I'm trying to stash my vibration security and stuff like that, but same time I'm enjoying my like, I'm enjoying my 3D comforts, my cornucopia in this realm of, like, and I'll recover if it's going your 12 space, stuff like that. um So that being said, you know, it's the, because you know, Venus and the moon are the triplicity rulers of the earth signs. Like, the moon is a daytime triplicity ruler and Venus is a nighttime triplicity ruler. So like Venus being cap, you know, it's a natural, it's more of a more synchronous alignment and stuff like that, speaking on that level. But anyways, the reception is there, and that's another thing, like, mutual receptions, but that's a whole nother frequency transmission. It's more of a reception. So with that being said, like, you know, that being said, it's like, okay, you know, more of a alignment between like what you vying with to establish your vibration security, and, you know, and like ha like the cornucopia and the luxury of your field to bring about, to bring about, like, growth in that field where you're vibing with, stuff like that. um at 11:24 a.m. UT, at the moon trine Mars. So that being said, you know, Mars is in Scorpio, and unless it's going on to those particular stairs that I mentioned earlier and stuff like that, the Mars is Scorpio, so it's the rising up trajectory to maintain your vibrational security. So that being said, moon trine that, like, yeah, it's like feel like feel you feel like more like laying back and chilling on that and stuff like that, like. And Okay, now at 16:03 p.m. UT. Okay, the sun would be opposing north node and be alignment with the south node because short after that, 10 minutes after that, okay, the nodes will slow back down. Like, yeah, they have reached their stationary point. So that being said, like, okay, sun is in Sagittarius. It's on that Scorpio Sag cusp. So whatever we is aware of have maintained our vibrational security. Like, we're taking that. Like, we're taking that and shifting on that and kind of shifting views that, but same time we're taking what we're what we're aware of, that we seen, that we're deeply comfortable with and stuff like that, have maintained our vibes, and bring it over to the, like, bring it over to the philosophical fluid and stuff like that to see things differently, to expand stuff like that. It's guy taking the gas. Yeah, it's like taking that gasoline and, like, when you about to light shit up, cause sad is that wildfire there and stuff like that. And when you about to light shit up and, like, yeah, that point, at that point, like, man, I'm about to burn some shit. At that point, but anyways, okay, the sun in alignment with the south node. So with that being said, we are aware. We're aware of what we're aware of what views that of what past views, and the nodes you got bring. That's why I said nodes you got bring that and balance. The nodes you got bring that motherfucking balance. But, like, whatever views that we had in the past, at past stage of our evolution, or which, because, Earth is the esoteric ruler of Sagittarius. Earth is the esoteric ruler of Sagittarius. So, like, that could play out, like, when it comes to, like, you know seeing your fold directions in this cosmic sphere when it comes to things of three, because Jupiter is still the reception over to the right, which had to do to the left, which had to do with things in this realm, stuff like that. So it's like, okay, and especially if it's playing out in one of your earth houses, it's like you're seeing, okay, like, where, the, like, the ways that I was going back, like, you know establishing, maintain, and shit on my 3D stuff like that. Okay, that I'm seeing I might need to go back and revisit that to gain that, abundance in this realm and stuff like that. Might need to go back, you know, and and come more and more aware of it. But yeah, like, mm, okay, and that being said, 10th but when it's opposing North Node, and yeah, North Node is on. Yeah, North Node is on the Gemini Taurus cusp. So it's like, okay, the Gem Taurus cusp is like, okay, like you have no frequency exchanges, but at this point, it's like, okay, you're trying to exchange frequencies. You're trying to have those frequency exchanges that will that would aid in trying to get wind and stuff, that aid in of how you would maintain your 3D security and stuff like that. So it's more like, um, yeah, or or maintain your values, maintain your lushness, like, maintain your talents, your resources and stuff like that. Internally or externally, depending on what house is going in. Anyways, that being said, like, okay, that being said, like, the nodes here in that way, because the nodes is when the moon crosses, you know when moon crosses the R rotation around Helios. That's their point and stuff like that. And anytime anything slow down, and yes, the moon, yeah, I like particularly if you cast maps by hand, stuff like that. Take your hand cast maps by hand, stuff like that. Yes, the moon's motion is the it like is the least is the least constant. And when I say it's the least constant and stuff like that, like, like, cause the rest of, cause I don't speak, I don't speak from I don't speak from experience, man. I probably got a cup of this one. I don't speak from experience. Um, like hand cast, man. Okay, you got your 24 hour movement for the rest of the stairs except the moon, stuff like that. You got the 24-hour movement, stuff like that. And of course you go in and you calculate that. But with the moon, it's always the 12-hour movement, because the moon speed varies and fluctuates throughout the rotations and stuff like that. That's why there's That's why there's a quick. That's why a quicker, a quicker calculation duration. That's why when you look in your ephemeris, you have two columns. You have when it comes to like the moon's progression throughout the degrees is the moon's motion throughout the degree longitudinal. You have two columns, zero at zero zero where it was at midnight UT, and noon where luna's current luna's current position at noon UT. It said fluctuations. So that being said, and like that's how the nodes can, either be direct or slow down because, like I said, like we're going at particular speed, and the moon and her variance, speed and motion stuff like that. Like sometimes we be rotating faster than moon sometimes, and then moon the moon crossed the Earth's the Earth's rotation around the sun. That's what get the nodal axis, nodal points. But anyways, and uncover one more alignment, and that's gonna be in this frequency transmission. The moon trine Neptune, and that will occur at 17:50 p.m. UT. Okay, Neptune is slowed down in Pisces. So that being said, the fog, the mist, the sea mist ain't kicking up as much, but it's still there because it's still fucking Neptune. It's still there, but ain't kicked up as much. So with that being said, it's Wayne Moon Cancer, like you know, like psychically, like like well, that's just the sea mist. That's just the sea mist, and pending on wherever alignments that's going on, and your map, like depending on how it's affecting your map, stuff like that. You might, you might be gifted. You might be gifted with actually experience that actually bringing in the vision of what you want to experience, stuff like that. But yeah, I peace, love, notes, y'all. All shall lit. 3 fin star 6, 3 space, y'all.